Ashley Miller. Be the last one. Go to the next one now. Next set. I don't do any of that.
There it is.
Well, welcome to Jack Dodson'S Racing Insider News. This week we're at a remote location. Jack.
Undisclosed location.
It wasn't so undisclosed. Robbie Parker showed up.
Oh man.
We're at Frontline Performance Race Fuels. I mean, we got, if anybody needs any fuel, we got plenty of fuel over here. How much fuel we got, Sammy? I see about 1,000 gallons of race fuel. So if you need some fuel, Sammy's got you.
Yep.
Don't mention our name because you ain't gonna get no discount.
May or may not.
Let's thank our marketing partners. Oh, it is. A&M, what's that? Oh, Ashley, not Ashley Madison.
Ashley Miller.
Ashley Miller. Frontline Performance Race Fuels and Parts and Lubrications, the hottest fuel at Langley Speedway.
You may not pass that.
May or may not pass tech. Miles of Seamless Gutter. GAC, Great American Company. Thanks, Guillermo, for being with us for such a long time. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Mountain Jack's drink of choice. Packet Power Solutions, if you want your standalone generator. Call Keith up. Keith will probably even buy you lunch.
Yeah, right.
I understand it's hard to get.
Yeah, it's way hard.
There's
to
a
get.
line.
C.E. Clark Contracting since 2005. Hit old Eddie Clark up if you need some. Man, that driveway he did looks nice. Speaking of Fast Eddie's Barbecue, Eddie's pretty good at the barbecue. Next up, we'll probably go to his house. I mean, he's got a driveway now. One Tuesday night, and I'm sure it's gonna come with some free food.
And next week, where are we gonna be next week?
Los Padres.
Compadres.
Compadres. Yeah, that place. Be over there. They got some really good food.
Oh man.
Edgar's place. That's all I know.
Okay.
Langley Speedway. I thank Bill and Chuck and Terry for everybody allowing us to do the show from there. Greatly appreciate it. Slinger Speed Company, your local T-shirt shop. But be careful when saying that. Come over here.
I know.
Bonders Brothers Distillery. Let's see. We got MPM Marketing with Tanya McAllister. Thank Tanya for helping us out with the fire suit that we're providing for our winter this year. Papa John's for always providing pizza. Jack never gets tired of pizza. Mosquito Joe's. Old Robert Rumbles.
Rumbles.
Yeah, sounds like the same. Get 50% off of your first month of service on Mosquito Joe's of the Peninsula. Factory Canopies. Think about Todd Davis and those guys, and it looks like the wife and Todd kind of been in and out of the hospital or something there. So
Andrea had cancer surgery. She had her lung removed.
wow.
So
Yeah. So thinking about you guys. Thanks for all you do. Been with us for a long time. We really appreciate it. Speaking of Los Compadres, did I say it right this time?
yeah, you said it right that time.
Mark that one down. Thanks, Edgar, for coming on board this year, and we look forward to having a party down here next week. I think that is it, Jack. Oh, let me pick this up. We got some news. What you got, Jack?
All right, let's talk about the race. Who all won races?
What's up,
Especially.
What's up, Brandy? Hey, old Dusty.
Oh, it's gonna be a great night, man.
All right, in the Cup race, Chase Elliott got the win this week. In the O'Reilly Auto Parts race, Kyle Larson got the win. The truck race, Carson Hocevar. That dude is on a hot streak right now. So,
And the bow ties had a good weekend.
so that's pretty cool to see that. The ARCA West was at Shasta Speedway in California. Trevor Huddleston got the win. ARCA East was at Nashville this past weekend. Max Reeves got the late model, and pro late model win went to Jackson Boone. At Lonesome Pine, the Super Cup Stock Car Series. Chrissy Wallace got win number 1. Bob Nelson got number 2. The late models, Kyle Dudley got the win. And in the mod fours, Kevin Canner's back on his winning streak. He got him another win this week. So
Chrissy Wallace, I think she's like 3 for 4.
yeah, her worst finish this year is 3rd.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Up at Dominion, they had the Virginia Vintage Racers. The mod winner was Dennis Werner. The sportsman winner was Dylan Jinks. The modified winner up there for their regular modified series, Eric Folks. The Bandos, Tuggy Case. Legends, Ben Morabito. And in Limiteds, or American Racers, or whatever they call them up there, Aaron Donnelly got 2 wins in 2 races. Down at Newport Speedway, the limited late model, Zach Franks got the win. At Wake County Speedway, limited late models, Carson Hayslip, and he just did beat Phoenix Kimball for that win. She was on him. Hickory, late model race 1 and 2, Dexter Knight III got the win. Ace Speedway, limited late models, Jason Payne. Limited late model number 2, Boo Boo Dalton.
Say boo boo.
Late models, Dustin Rumley, and the modifieds, Clay Young Jr. At Sobo, late model winner, race number 1, Landon Pimbledon. Late model race number 2, Trevor Ward. Limiteds, Nathan Cruz got the win. Tri-County, Ronnie Bassett Jr. got the win. And the limited late models, Owen Wilson. Down at Dixieland Speedway this past weekend, got to go down and spend some time down at Dixieland. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, front row seat for that stuff, man.
I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know what it is, but I love that dirt. Even my wife loved the dirt. She thought that was cool.
Dang.
What?
So she loved the dirt.
She was a little testy with me on Saturday, Jack.
Super Speed winner was Larry Jackson. The sportsman winner was Joe Weiss. That was his 3rd straight win. The modified Mafia winner was Michael Altabelli. And in the stock 5s or whatever they want to call them, Ryan Bigham got the win. And the Super 4s, Ricky Waters got the win. You raced against Ricky Waters at Southampton, didn't you? Okay. I'm glad he's winning now. All right, let's go to Adam. And let Adam tell us all about what happened at Langley Speedway and his pit road roundup.
Yeah, we had fun at Langley this weekend. We missed Jack.
Did we?
Well, I didn't.
I don't know who missed me because I was the talk of conversation for one whole race.
Robbie Parker missed you. they were talking all about you, man. They were wondering where you were.
I know. I heard all about it.
The bad part, he didn't know nothing about it. I said, did you watch the race? He's like, no. I'm like, man, they're talking about you.
Yeah.
Why were they talking about me for? I said, you're going to have to watch it.
In the U cars, Thomas Fontaine got his first win of the year, last year's champ. In the Pro 6, Jonathan Mullet got the win with Chris Bechtel. In the Enduros, Alex Floroff got the win. It was good to see him back at the racetrack. He blew a motor in race 1. Only missed a couple races. In the modifieds, Chris Roberts held off Brad Adams. Man, what a show those guys put on. Technical problems here.
I don't know. Oh.
I ain't going to say nothing.
In the modifieds, Chris Roberts held off Brad Adams. That was a good show. Those two put on for, gosh, the whole race.
It looked like it looked like that end of that race was.
I mean,
Chris
his car was about 30 feet wide. I don't know how he kept Brad back there. I was like, there's no way he's going to be able to keep Brad back the whole race.
And the Grand Stocks, Tyler Warner got his first career win. He is a mini cup winner at Langley, or used to be. Now he races full time in Grand Stocks. That's the first race he's finished all year. They've had mechanical problems up to this point. In the Super Streets, Sammy GAITA got the win. I heard he's pretty good around there.
Old Dusty was
old
really
Dusty. Jack helped you helped the 21 winner race at Langley, and you weren't even there. You can say you're a Langley Speedway race winner, Jack. That's pretty cool.
Y'all see my grandson over here? It's his last trip. It's his last trip.
We should have Sammy and Robbie on the show to talk about that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have to make that happen. All right. This Saturday? next Super Street race, we'll have to make it happen. And then in the limited, Jacob Derrick got his first win of the year. Good to see him back at Langley.
It was good to see he finally came back, huh?
Yeah, took a couple weeks off, went to Sobo, got himself a win, and started to come back.
He was pretty fast.
Surprise, surprise.
He was way fast in practice, and then super fast and everything else.
All right, our driver of the week this.
2019, Jack. Wow, look at that. Oh, man.
I see why y'all set me up with this today, didn't you?
Yeah, I called Chuck. Said that. Look,
Chuck called me and said we can't. We shouldn't do it over there because they're paving the thing over there.
My God, Chuck's in on it now.
So then I called. I sent him a message. He said, "Yeah, we can do it over here." Didn't realize that I was being set up the whole damn time. Wow.
This show is so popular. We were talking about it, Victory Lane. Yeah.
Got to point out, just got a message that some penalties from Texas Motor Speedway. Ryan Priest got 25 points and 50 grand, and for contact with Ty Gibbs, but no penalty for Kyle Busch.
Well, here's my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'm sorry that little guy, Ty Gibbs, had a little problem. I feel bad about it, but that's just crazy. Anyway, I ain't gonna say nothing
What
else.
else we got in the news?
That's all we got for the news. That's the whole thing.
Cool.
So congratulations to Jacob Derrick.
Driver of the week.
We haven't got he ain't come on there yet, has he? Kip.
No.
All right, since Kip ain't come on, we're gonna go ahead and get we're gonna bring Sammy on in here. Let him come in here. Let's get Sammy in here. Since we're at his place and he set me up.
We can have most of it.
No, sit there.
And somebody up here says they're pleading the fifth on this thing, Jack. Raymond Hayes. He said he's pleading the fifth on making that whole thing.
Oh, so he's involved in it too? Boy, I tell you what, with friends like y'all, I don't need no damn enemies. I can tell you that now.
Yeah, she's driver of the week.
Because it's going to be entertaining.
That's awesome. No, you didn't hear me say he was eating his donuts or something. I hope
Yeah, we heard it. I heard it.
so we got him some donuts.
You know what?
You take it well, though.
I'm glad you think so.
Well, I mean, as long as you go home crying, not cry here, we're good.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. I got set up. So
You set yourself up. You called me. He didn't.
I want to know. I know.
Put that on your shirt there, Sam.
So let's talk about Saturday night.
Okay. We'll talk about Saturday night.
Uh,
I hope that's the way it's supposed to go. I never used one of these before, believe it or not.
You just got to be close to it.
yeah, just talk normal. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. If I start yelling at them, that'd make everybody mad.
You don't yell at your team too much, do you?
I don't need to. I got Robbie. You've met him.
Well, give us the story again about you had to throw a weight at him to shut him up.
That's not what happened. So we had a piece of lead holding down the roof while we were trying to mount the body, and I don't remember what he said, but he said something that I don't know if I took offense to it or whatever, but I got a little irritated. So I said my piece, maybe a little colorful, and brushed that piece of lead off in the floor. And to this day, this is what, 6 years ago? And to this day, he tells everybody I threw that piece of lead in the floor. It's like lapping you twice.
I mean, Parker says a lot of things.
So basically, you're going along with what I said about Robbie Parker being a liar.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was a liar to let the
I don't say it because he's a liar. He did not lap me twice
In one lap.
he did not lap me twice in one lap. Now, he may have lapped me twice during the race. I will give him that because we could not keep up with them boys from Langley. There won't no doubt about that.
We got to see him over there. He's making sure he's got 5 fingers.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get Kip on here and talk with Kip and talk with him.
What's up, Kip? How you doing, man?
Hey, good afternoon, guys, or good evening, I guess is probably more appropriate.
Right.
Go ahead.
So how's things in the Cars Tour world this year so far?
We've been really busy, with our first 4 races of the season. I guess the marquee that really stands out right now is the event we had out at Nashville Fairgrounds. Turned right around, had a great event at Caraway a couple of weekends ago, and looking forward to our event coming up Saturday at Ace.
So how did you get into the sport, Chip?
So a long time ago, about 55 years ago, when I was born, my dad was an official working for NASCAR. So I guess you could say I was kind of born into the sport. Grew up around it, following him when he was, performing his officiating duties, and was, very, very lucky to be in the sport. I think at that time, late 70s, early 80s, and my dad was involved with what was the Busch Series. Started out as the Budweiser Sportsman Series, and so to be around guys like Sam Ard and Jack Ingram and Tommy Houston, Morgan Shepherd, those guys, it was pretty cool childhood to be able to come up in. And I knew at I guess at an early age that I really wanted to be involved in the sport, and so being around my dad and learning from him and all of the angles that he was involved in, more so from the procedural and the event management side of it than the technical side of it is kind of where I hang my hat. And so I just here 30, 40 years later, find myself involved with a pretty dang cool late model series.
Now, did you start out as an official and kind of work your way up?
My very first job at a racetrack was at Caraway Speedway. I was the backup announcer, and I want to say this was 1990 or 91. There was a fellow by the name of Jim Purdy who was the announcer there, and so Dad was calling races at the track for their Hackett family at that point in time, and I had been kind of dabbling on and off with some PA duties at my local high school where I had graduated from. I had announced a lot of football at the Pop Warner Field, and so Dad drove me along to a race and put me up behind him, being the backup announcer for Jim. Then one night, I don't remember how many years I'd been doing that for Dad and for the Hacketts. There was an accident involving the pace car as it was making its way out from in front of the field and down pit road. I think the throttle hung on the car and it drove headfirst into the inside guardrail. Dad turned around to me and pointed at me and said, "Find something to drive. You're the new pace car driver." And so off I went to search something to drive. Which I think it started out just being a pickup truck that the track had to be able to drive, and from that point on, I was the pace car driver there. I also worked at Tri-County Speedway when the Hacketts were involved with the management of that track, and so then in '96 was my first year that I went to work for NASCAR with the Truck Series as an official with those guys, and worked my way from just being a regular official with the Truck Series to making my way up the ladder, so to speak, to be their pace truck driver at one point in time, to work track services for them, and where I would be the director basically during the practice sessions, and then handle all the track services duties during the races. I stepped away actually from NASCAR in '99 at the end of the season, right after my very first daughter was born, and stayed out of the sport for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and jumped right back into it in 2008 when I went back to NASCAR with the K&N Series. So stayed with NASCAR right up until 2023, working my way from the K&N series, both East and on the West Coast. Went to work in the Xfinity series at the time with Wayne Alton. And then the final 5 years of the sport was with the Cup Series as their assistant series director and the pace car driver on Sundays.
What really made you decide to go to the Cars Tour? I mean, it's a pretty cool series that's really, obviously with who's behind it now is really growing. I think it had great potential, and now it's to another level. And, God knows how far you guys can take it.
We were, I don't remember if we were at Dover or Dover always seems to come to mind when I try to go back and recollect, when the conversation first took place. Kevin Harvick came up to me and asked me if I'd ever consider doing something different, just out of the blue. And I wasn't even thinking about Cars Tour at the time. Quite frankly, I didn't put two and two together that, Kevin and Dale and Jeff and Justin had purchased the Cars Tour earlier that season. And I said, I love what I do. I get to be in the garage in the Cup Series, the top level of our sport when it comes to stock car racing, and work with some pretty cool crew chiefs and car chiefs, and really got to work great with the hauler drivers. As being one of my biggest duties was being in charge of logistics in the garage there. And then, like I said, on Sunday, I had the best seat in the house driving the pace car. So I loved what I did. And when I explained to him that, I really had no desire to make a change, he asked me to slow down and think about it. He said, no, what I'm asking you is, if the opportunity made itself available, would you consider doing something different? And when he reminded me then about his involvement and Dale's, and again Jeff and Justin's involvement with the Cars Tour, and asked me if I'd consider to come and take a look at being a part of that group. It put a lot of things in perspective. I used to tell guys who reported to me that anytime they had an opportunity that was presented to them, to always take a look at that opportunity and never discount it for what it might be, or never worry about what level it might be at, or whatever the case may be. And always look at what the situation might be as it relates to you and your condition, your situation, and your family. So when I slowed down and took my own advice and took a really hard look at it, I knew that it would give me the opportunity. I missed the first year of my oldest daughter's life because I was on the road. And then when I went back to NASCAR, I kind of fell back into that same boat with my youngest daughter. We just had our first granddaughter almost 2 years ago. And so I knew that Maggie was on the way, and this would give me an opportunity to now be back at home more. Instead of being gone for nearly 40 weekends a year, I could be back at home and only travel about 15 weekends a year. So not only that, that was a huge part of it, how much it allowed me to come back and be a part of my family, to be able to be at my granddaughter's birth. I would have been in Daytona otherwise if I was still working for the Cup Series. So the fact that I could be there for her birth was huge. But it gives me the chance to now go back and be a part of these young stars that are coming up through our sport, and be able to see them climb the ladder, much like it was when I was a part of the K&N series. And those kids that were racing then are the Kyle Larsons and the Bubba Wallaces and the Chase Elliott's of the series, of the Cup Series today, and to be able to see those guys really do well, and looking forward to seeing what that next crop of talent that we have in the Cars Tour, both in the late model stock car and in the pro late model series. It's going to be fun to watch them climb that ladder.
No, for sure. And I think, Butterbean's probably a good candidate.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
That, right?
Yeah, but you see what he and Minnie are doing right now in the truck series. Caden Honeycutt, one of our champions since I've joined the Cars Tour, is he's battling for wins now, driving that 11 truck. It's fun watching those guys, race on a Friday night, or to watch Quaffle race on Saturday in the junior motorsports car. Connor Zillich is another one that, Connor didn't spend a lot of time with us, but one races in the Cars Tour. And so to see those guys, now, like I said, they'll keep climbing the ladder, and there are a lot of future stars that are still climbing in those late models week in and week out. And this week we've got Caden Honeycutt that'll be back in the late model stock and the pro late model this weekend at Ace, and we've got Corey Heim that's coming back to run with us too. You know, 2 graduates of the Cars Tour coming back to play with us on the weekend.
It's got to be great though, Kip, for them to come back and be a part of the Cars Tour like they are. I mean, that's, you know, they come back, they think it's important to be a part of that, and I think it's got to be good for y'all to have them come back and be in the race.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And you know, it gives our young kids a benchmark to compete against, to know where they stand against those guys. You know, and I think if you look up and down the, you know, the practice sheets or the qualifying sheets, and then a final rundown of each of our events, I think we've got some of the closest competition of any late model series in the country right now. And when you have, you know, Corey that'll come back and run, he'll be a top class equipment, and you know, driving for Barry Nelson, and you know, Honeycutt's back and driving for you know, Kenneth Packer and the Tom Usher racing team, and then he's in the Cox Pro Late Model that, you know, he's already won a race in that one. So it'll be fun to watch them compete. They'll tell you that it's not an easy trip to victory lane when they come back to the Cars Tour, but it'll be sure fun to see them try.
Well, I think it's going to be some great racing down at Ace Speedway this weekend, and I think it'll be one to be remembered. I know that, because with all the guys you got coming back for that race, it'll be something else.
Yeah, for sure. And we're tickled to death too. You know, last year, I think our pro late models, our schedules with us and the other pro late model series up and down the East Coast, they were all over top of one another. And our car count showed, you know, last season because of that. We look back and we compare our car counts to where we were last year. So Ace is a great example of the fact that, you know, right now, we will have 28 late model stock cars and 27 pros in the infield battling for position at Ace. Last year we were at 25 late model stock cars and only 10 pros. So the fact that our car counts have grown, not just a little bit, but a lot, you know, that says a lot for, you know, what our inspectors are doing in the inspection line and the tech line. Says a lot for what our track operators and promoters are doing, for what Flow Racing does for us. You know, to put these guys out there in front of everybody that they can, to try to make stars out of all of our drivers.
I think they do that, and Flow has always been a big thing to help promote that series too. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's what I watch it most of the time, is watch the Cars Tour on Flow. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah, and if I'm not at a race, you can you can ask my wife. I've typically got Flow on. I had it on last Saturday while we're sitting at dinner, so I was kind of cheating, keeping up on some racing going on.
Oh, so you do that too, because I get in trouble for it when I do it.
I do too. It's but you know, when we're not racing, you know, we'll have guys that'll go out and run at a local short track on any given, you know, weekend. You know, last weekend we had Ryan Millington and Ronnie Bassett Jr. They went and competed at Ace last Friday night and turned around and went to Tri-County and raced. You know, Landon Huffman's always picking up a race or two and trying to run whenever he can. And you know, living just in the shadows of Winston-Salem, I've got a lot of friends over at Bowman Gray too, so I'll keep up with those guys when I can.
Yeah, that's a thing. Hey, Bowman Gray is a different character in itself.
It's a whole nother animal. That's exactly right.
Could you envision them ever at Bowman Gray bringing the cup cars there? Yeah. But how about getting the Cars Tour there one time? Have y'all even looked at that?
If any of our teams, especially our spotters, if they're watching this right now, they're screaming no at the computer screen. You know, hey, so we took the K&N cars there back when Chase Elliott was driving, Ben Kennedy was driving, Corey LaJoy was driving. We took the K&N cars there. The very first time we went, we ran a 150 lap race, and I want to say we had about 85 laps of caution. And we counted every lap during those races. So we challenged our guys the next time we went there to clean it up a little bit. And they did. And, you know, it was a matter of trying to get, you know, acclimated to the racetrack. But that's a very tough track for large-bodied race cars to go around. Bowman Gray does it with their sportsman class and their street stock class every Saturday night. It can be done. But I think, you know, when you're running there every week and when you've got, you know, you can basically drive around that track with your eyes closed, and some of them may actually do that. But when you're doing that on a week by week basis, it's a lot easier than going in there for a one-time shot, right? For a one-off race, you know, and part of that, you know, that's what makes the Cars Tour, you know, appealing to a lot of teams and drivers too, because we do go to so many different tracks. But I don't know that Bowman Gray is quite ready for the Cars Tour or vice versa right now.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I can't help but ask. I mean, it's one of those things.
I get asked every, and so I love going there and visiting. You know, I've known you know, Greg Garrison when he was promoting the racetrack. You know, I know Austin there now, and of course, you know, NASCAR having a bigger you know, a bigger foothold of what goes on there now. You know, at the season opener they had there, Clay Campbell from Martinsville, which Clay's in charge of the NASCAR venues, you know, really in the southeast, you know, Richmond and Martinsville, Darlington. So Clay has a really, you know, a big footprint that he covers, and Bowman Gray falls under that. So of course, when I got caught talking to Clay, I had a few people ask me if we were talking about bringing the Cars Tour there. So maybe, and I might egg that on a little bit too. I don't know.
Well, you got to do that sometimes too.
That's right.
Well, Kip, we appreciate you spending some time with us tonight and being here. And I mean, you're always willing to come on when we want to talk to you about it. And hopefully, we'll see you at Langley and Dominion.
Hey, coming up in a couple of weeks. Can't wait to get up to Langley. You know, Bill and Chuck and the gang, they do such a great job up there. And I've known them as long as you know, when I came back to work for NASCAR with the K&N Series, one of the first tracks that I went and visited was Langley. And Bill and I sat down and put together the plan to bring the K&N cars there. So when I came back to work with the Cars Tour, knowing that they were on our schedule, you know, that's just like a lot of these racetracks, it's like going back home. And so I know that every time I go up there, it's another trip back home.
Well, we can't wait to get you guys back up here and have a good race up here. And hopefully we'll see you around when you come back.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good night.
I guess I can talk to you again now, huh?
I guess he's having way more fun than me. And
Now, go ahead.
I was just saying, you know, I can imagine, you know, Kip leaving NASCAR, you know, I mean, that's a pretty big decision.
Well, yeah.
But it's an opportunity too. Well, that's true, and you got to put that in perspective too, right?
Jack, he loves his grandchildren. We heard him talk about it earlier. Before that thing turned on.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. We'll let that go.
You'll get that feedback.
All right, so this weekend we get a big win. So tell us all about that. Even with Robbie Parker helping you, I mean, that's amazing.
Well, I can tell you, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got it. I'm being serious. We broke a crankshaft, and that's an expensive problem. We haven't took it apart yet, so we don't know what else is broken there. We're waiting on Marty to be ready for it. So we changed that, and in changing that, we found some other problems with the car, and it was him that found them. So
he does help out in some cases.
yeah, he does. I mean, they don't let me touch the car at the racetrack. It makes me mad.
Well, it's your car.
Yeah.
Well, but I had to back off that.
I don't mind so much when it's, you know, Satan's front porch out there and I can go and sit in the air conditioner and in the trailer. I don't mind it then.
And we sitting on poles and winning races, right? It makes it a little easier.
It does make it easier. It makes it easier to show up when it's hot too.
Now tell us about this motor that you put in the car this time.
Well, yeah, it was sitting in the corner. We had been building another car. We actually weren't going back for opening day. We decided the Wednesday before opening day that we were going to go back. So we spent Thursday and Friday wrapping the car. Never put it back on scales or anything. So it went completely unprepared, and it showed. So this motor was pushed off to the side for another car that we were building, that we had stopped building because we decided we weren't going. And it really did have cobwebs and dust on it. And he said that you have cobwebs and dust on you. And so we put it in the car, and y'all both became all crusty and dusty. What are you?
Trusty, dusty.
That's not where I was going with this, Sammy. It wasn't even close to what I was.
Oh, where were you going? You got to leave me in this water before I can try to drink here.
I done lost my whole train of thought now.
So where did it come from, or should we just let Robbie say how the Jack Dodson motor came about? It was dusty.
It was. We sat it off in the corner because we were putting it in another car,
Mm.
and then we never finished that car.
Mm.
So that's how it started collecting dust and cobwebs. And we might have blown spiders out of it. I might have blown out the first time it was started up. I don't really know, to tell you the truth. But we had planned to put it in a different car and ended up going in this one because of the crank.
Mm. And then Robbie named it Jack Dodson.
That happened like in a single moment on Saturday. And I think he meant it as a joke. It was supposed to stay in the trailer. And it escaped.
Accidentally brought it to the road.
Yeah. And it escaped and has now become.
Well, tell us how it escaped.
You tell me.
I wasn't there. All I know is I'm sitting on Monday when I watched the race on Monday. All I know is I kept hearing my name pop up the whole time.
And you enjoyed every minute of it, didn't you?
Well,
Tell the truth, Clay.
you weren't even with me when I was in the Yeah, I showed you the replay. I told you,
Because he was proud of how many times his name was mentioned.
No, that wasn't it. I said, you got to see this. They were not nice to your papa.
But he's got his phone on.
So yeah,
You enjoyed every minute of it. You can't fool me.
Well, I did then because
I got nothing to say, man.
I did then because I wasn't expecting all that I got there when I
Well,
watched
you might
it.
not have been expecting it, but you enjoyed it.
And then you jump out of the car.
He definitely pointed all right there. I'm like, oh,
Jumped out of the car and made a comment about donuts.
I know somebody could have made a comment on here. Where's the donuts, Sandy? They're here. They're here.
I didn't forget.
So I want to know how you got Adam Wellbrock. I thought Adam and I were pretty tight. How'd you get him involved in this?
I didn't have any part of it. That was Robbie.
Oh, so Robbie.
I just rode on the train.
He was
like,
in the car.
He was going past me, and I jumped on like one of them guys in them Western movies. Get in the,
He was
the car.
he was still in the car.
Yeah. I didn't have anything to do with it
I
at all.
told one person, and it was him.
Yeah. I
See,
didn't
now
have.
that was your stupidity
Yeah.
right there.
I'll take credit for that.
And just so happened that Scott was on the Flow broadcast during a certain race. It just happened to.
Can't
I didn't
say
have any
that-
control over
Can't
that.
say that's not. That
That's
wasn't-
Brian.
That was a setup.
That's Brian. I blame Brian.
Well, I made sure Brian knew before the race started.
Yeah, I bet you did. So
It's all in good fun. Everybody
it was a
loves you
perfect
just that
storm.
much.
Yeah, I could tell. I could really tell. And see, and somebody like Robert Parker, I know he's behind me, and I'm waiting for something to hit me in the back of the head. But somebody like Robert Parker, he starts more stuff than I've ever seen in my life,
Well,
and half of it is not true.
that's only when it comes to you.
If
But if you're the only one saying it's not true, what does that say?
Wait a minute.
I'm the only one saying it's not true, I ain't got nobody to back me up. But I do know for a fact some of the things he said is not true. So I'm worried about you.
I mean, he's done a lot for me, so I kind of got to stay on his side. I can't jump to your side even for just a minute.
He's got a lot of power in Sandy's life right now. Yeah. One wrong move and oof.
Yeah, the funniest thing that we've done
Yeah.
in the last few years was it was in 2023. They changed something on the car. It would not tell me what it was. And we won that race. And I said, I don't care what you did, do more of it. And then we won 6 more.
And he was the one that.
He was. They told me about the 5th one that what they had changed.
You want to tell us what that was?
No.
He didn't want no parts of telling you that.
But what I can tell you is it was changed on the pad in the outside pit area. So it wasn't nothing that required a garage. Now, hopefully that works to my benefit and everybody goes on that pad and looks at the car and just starts changing stuff and dials himself out of it.
Right.
You know, and it works again. But it was really funny because I was actually irritated that they wouldn't tell me. Me and my dad talked about it. He was like, well, it's your car. Just figure it out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're better off not to know.
Well, and that's why I didn't want to know either. I mean, I wanted to know, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I just kept asking every week. Because when we put the car on scales, nothing was changing.
Mm.
So at least nothing that I knew was changing. Yeah, I have to sit in it. So like they're looking at the pad. I don't know what kind of numbers they're writing down. They could be writing down it.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, nothing was changing. He could have been copying the numbers in the book from the week before. I wouldn't know.
He probably just told you that probably didn't change anything.
That could be right now. Good set of matched tires, staggered special.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess, you can't trust him when in that situation.
Well, it paid off for me, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess it did, yeah. I guess it did. Well,
This doesn't look like Langley Speedway.
And then last year they made me mad because they changed something during qualifying, and I went down into turn one, and the car did not do what the car had been doing. So I got mad about that too. So that could fall onto your side. Maybe I can stay there for a second.
well, I like it when you went back through the weight at him. I mean, I like that better.
That's his story.
Well, I mean, I'm going to take his side on that one because he deserved to get thrown at him. So.
Can we go get you a piece?
Yeah, I mean, glad to.
I'll go get you something you can throw at.
So anyway, well, that race the other night. I mean, you 4 cars left at the end of the race, but that was
It was an eventful race, right?
Not for him. Not for me. I didn't see any of it, but there are stories about what was happening.
Oh, there's footage of it too, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what really happened, but some of the stories are unbelievable. Others are somewhat believable, and then there's what video shows. So,
Video don't lie.
Yeah, the truth has got to be somewhere in all those. We went out for practice and was pretty good. Then they put another tire on there, and we went and won the pole. And I mean, this year we just hit it faster than everybody else. I mean, we didn't do really anything different than we did last year, other than changing a spring.
it's in 3 weeks and 3 poles. That's pretty cool for you to be able to get that. So your car's fast.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's fast for one lap anyway, huh?
Now, I said on the broadcast that it looked like you were riding a little bit. How hard were you pushing? Were you pushing 100%?
At what point during the race?
Well, I was watching lap times and it would go ping. Bing, ping, 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 ping.
Those were laps I hit the bump, though.
Oh, okay.
That's when Gordon was. It looked like Gordon Weeks was running him down a little bit at one point,
Towards the end.
and then all of a sudden, he was gone. I mean,
No,
It was like
they're
2/10. 2/10.
they're really strong. I don't know if maybe they got off a little bit Saturday. Of course, he did get run into a couple times, I think, but I don't know if maybe they got a little off, or maybe because the weather played to our benefit. That the car Saturday was the best it's been in probably 4 years.
Well, I think Gordon's car seems to be better on a long run instead of short run speed. And yours seems to be fairly consistent through the whole run. Maybe, from looking at his seems to be better long run. Yours seems to be very consistent from start to finish.
I can tell you, if you really wanted to see what the car had, look to the second last restart when I went to the turn one. That was everything it had. Because I was trying to avoid getting hit. We talked about that earlier, and I really didn't want that to happen.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of it going on.
If anybody wants to know what the car has, turn one, that restart, that's everything it has.
But when Saturday did you feel like you had a car to beat?
When we went into turn one, the first lap of practice,
Did you?
I told him on the radio.
But I mean, the other week when the motor blew up, you were leading, right? You led 30-something, 33 laps.
But I didn't feel like it wasn't like it was this week. This week,
really?
the weather just played into our hands. Like the car was real different than it was the week before, and we didn't change anything. So now we know it needs to be cold for us to win.
It was unusually chilly.
Yeah, so don't let it get hot.
Yeah, okay. Just wait till next week or tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, it really just did play into our hands. The week before, I felt like we were good, but we weren't as good as we were.
Oh, really?
And the only thing we changed was the tires. Yeah, because we get one and they move around the car and all that.
Yeah.
Adding that one tire. No, we didn't change them because it rained out. No, we did between that race and then.
Yeah, it blew up.
Yeah.
Then it rained. Then it was last.
Right. So we had the new one
that's right.
for when it rained.
Gotcha.
And between those two, we didn't change anything. And that day we were pretty good too. But even still, not as good as it was Saturday.
So, Sammy, what all do you do here? We know we got some fuel here. What all do you sell? Is this a convenience store?
Well, it's
slowly
a
becoming
general
one.
store. The short answer to that is I sell anything that people will buy.
You're a hustler. I'll give you that.
We sell fuel, parts, oil,
What do you stock here? I mean, obviously you don't stock so much parts,
oil and
right?
fuel.
Oil and fuel. You have on hand
And
generally.
then we have some parts in the trailer, like if you need a brake line, we probably got it. If you need spark plug wires, we got them. Plugs, we've got them. But if you need a rotor, actually we do, we have them over there. But they're not at the racetrack. I mean, we keep something that's going to go bad on a Saturday, we try to keep it in the trailer. For anybody who, I mean, of course, it's, you know, you got to pay for it. Well, I don't. I already paid for it once.
Right.
But I mean, it's not anything more expensive than what it would be if you went to, you know, Speedway, Day Motorsports.
Yeah. And you got it at the racetrack or got it right up the street either way.
Yeah, but I'm not out there to rate people. I'm just out there to, basically all I'm trying to do is make enough money on it to pay for mine.
Mhm.
So I'm not out there, you know, trying to make a living off of racing fuel.
And then you got the vape stuff. You see a bunch of T-shirts. You see a bunch of Butterbean stuff.
Yeah, we do
The
t-shirts,
Edwards, Warrens. I mean,
t-shirts, decals, ammo.
ammo. Yeah.
We're not allowed to do vape stuff anymore. Of course, we still do a little bit of it for people we know. Don't let that get broadcasted to the FBI or ATF or, you know, whoever.
So it's too late.
Yeah. But I mean, I do a little bit of everything. Like I said, if people will buy it, I'll sell it. Except for crack. I try to stay away from that.
Yeah. I try to stay away from that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Because you might
It's
end
good help you
up,
knock a couple.
you might end up like
couple
Robbie
pounds
Parker if you do that.
Now, Robbie is a little too big to be on crack. But it is a good weight loss
off.
plan,
Yeah,
I
I was
understand.
gonna say, that's usually when I think somebody's saying, "Well, we on the glass pipe or something."
Yeah.
I get Bubba.
Well, wait a minute.
Or you,
I told Bubba 8 o'clock, so
Okay, so we'll bring Robbie in.
yeah, let's bring Robbie in
Come
here.
on, Robbie.
Okay. Here, does he need this here?
I'll let him
No,
sit here.
he's-
Oh,
Yeah,
you're gonna let him
we
sit
got
there. Oh, he's
more
gonna
for
sit
him.
next to me. We might be in trouble.
I'm gonna hang out with Jack. Fancy, man.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Where'd the money come from these?
It's good old Amazon stuff.
I think
Not as fancy as people think it.
Robbie,
is.
Robbie, raise your right hand.
There was just Bibles over there too before.
Oh, raise your right hand.
You know,
I swear I'll tell the truth
there's not
tonight.
a cloud in the sky right now, so lightning hits.
I swear I'll tell the truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Something like that. Amen. All but the so help me God part.
Now, did he really throw this piece of lead at you?
No, he didn't.
Towards you?
We were putting the roof on we were fitting the roof, and he set the lead on the cowl to hold it down. He wanted the roof in this spot, and I said we need to move it this spot. Okay, if that's what you want. It took 5 minutes to get him to throw it. And maybe 15 for him to say, okay, we'll put it there.
Got a long fuse.
And it's still there to this day. I think. We might have went halfway between what he wanted and I.
Compromise.
We might have made each other.
Like a good marriage. Compromise.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. He said I was procrastinating that day. I think I said I was procrastinating.
Yeah, he is good for.
Do you procrastinate?
I don't even know what procrastinate means, honestly. To tell you the truth.
Okay, well, I guess we can't accuse you of that one then.
Well, he told me one time, he says, we got a new crew member. The guy wants to be on the crew, help out, learn. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I want to run it by you because you can be a little abrasive. And I'm like, dude, I'm not abrasive. My skin is smooth. Might have a few rough spots, but he's like, no, look it up. I said, okay, yeah, you're right. I can be a little abrasive.
You were like that. You've been like that all your life because when I first remember you was a little abrasive then too.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting older now, so the abrasiveness is kind of wearing off.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he's made it from that 36 grit down to about 60.
Yeah, I'm kind of smoothing out.
Just don't put him on wood, you know.
that's
I mean, I haven't gotten in trouble at the racetrack in
What,
Quite a
2
while.
years?
Quite a while.
Yeah, it has been.
You haven't gotten in trouble.
Well, they,
Which
Robbie
that's
is
been
passionate.
kind of impressive considering the last couple of years.
And last year, well, let's see, not buttons pushed, but gauntlets were being thrown kind of from a distance, and I just
We just let it go.
keep throwing them because I got the best defense in the world behind me. I got the best wall right behind me. Keep throwing them at me. You might hit me,
That the
but you're
white-
not going to hit behind me. I can take it.
So you've been doing all this racing all these years.
Been involved in it. I ain't done all. I've done some racing.
Yeah, well,
Well, I've been around it all my life.
yeah, you've been around it for a long time. Sometimes I wish you had never made it to Southampton, but
1979.
Peanut gallery.
You get. You know what? You kind of upset with me being at Southampton. You could blame Wayne Wyatt because he canceled the mini stocks at Langley. That's why we went to Southampton.
Oh man, we had to get Wayne on the show.
I knew, yeah, I
Wayne was
knew
running the
that.
track, and the car count had dropped. They had some cars that had motor problems, and toward the middle late season, and they're just like, I'm not going to fix it. So the car count dropped, and then they said, we're not going to run y'all next year.
Well, the funny thing is, they come to Southampton and told us, they said, look, the boys from Langley are coming down here to race. I thought, well, that's a pretty cool deal. Then we had some people that ran their mouth a little more than they should.
On your side or
On the Southampton side, they ran their mouth a little more than they should. We're gonna fix them boys from Langley when they come down here. Not a damn one of us, and I'm talking about none of us, had anything for any of those guys from Langley. Nothing, nothing at all. I
Not
was
at
embarrassed.
first, but a couple
I did, but I did get an extra $100 that night.
Keith Edwards, you remember Keith Edwards?
Yep, remember Keith.
He was good, and
But-
Jay Williams.
But they didn't run as good when you guys were down there. Now those guys, when we were racing, they were the cream.
Oh
of the
yeah,
crop.
y'all were the.
But then when you all come down there, they fell in. They didn't go all the way to the back with us, but I mean they were back there.
Yeah, they were. The problem is y'all brought them dirt cars with the cutout fenders, and then you put them little baby asphalt tires on there. Y'all used to drive with them little wide dirt tires. Then you went to them little asphalt tires, and you're like,
Well, I knew after that day, I knew that's it.
Oh.
I'm
We could
done.
put him in a retirement home.
I said that's it. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, I finished the
you
year
just
up.
started something.
I ain't listening.
That whole lapping him twice though made him retire.
No, I don't know.
We need the final running order of that race.
Sammy, come on now. I thought you that was tight, man.
We need evidence.
We need who was in charge of that place? We need to get in touch with them. But I do have a question that just dawned on me. I'm kind of jealous. Y'all should have brought me on here next week, so I could have ate Mexican food. That place is good.
It is good.
Yeah.
Come
Come on.
Yeah, you can still come. I mean, it's not a problem. We'll put y'all in.
Don't tip me with a good time, dude.
But you guys came down there, and I said, "This is it. I can't handle this." But I did get an extra $100 that night for a hard luck award.
Hard luck award. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I got-
remember when they were giving them out. Yeah.
Yeah, I got $100 for a hard luck award because I had to pit like twice.
Is that how you got left?
No, it might have been, but not in the same lap.
He forgot. He thought it was still dirt, so he went and pitted on the outside of the track and turn two.
No, I did
Back
not.
in the day, you had to go out.
No, I did not.
On the asphalt. That might have been how I thought I lapped him twice.
Oh,
You
you
know,
didn't see him for a while.
I probably went by him, and then he pulled back out, and I was like, "Well, didn't I just pass that car?" I mean, I don't know.
He's backing back out of it now. Next time he will not hit left you twice. See your progress.
He didn't lap me twice. Okay, we know that for a fact.
No, I'll tell everybody. I made it as a joke, be funny. I didn't run with it. I just went with it because you kept getting crap over it.
I did. I was getting some terrible stuff
I
out of it.
mean, everybody just was like, "I'm like,
As long as
That
I'm
was the-
alive, it'll never die, Robbie.
right." That's right.
But that's the first time we were on here. I guess that was 3 or 4 years ago.
That was kind of like going.
I told you he ride trains.
Called
Well,
right.
But the thing about it is that and another incident that I had, and I'm not going to bring it up at Southampton, that I still can't live down yet. And he even got me in trouble with Joe Nemechek.
Uh-oh.
So, you know,
This is gonna be a good story. You got to tell it now.
I'm not going to tell it.
How you get in trouble with Joe Nemechek? I didn't even know he was that
what
solid.
had happened was we had Joe Nemechek on the show, and it was at the time they were doing a lot of starting parking in the Cup.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And Jack was like, Joe, we got something in common. We both started at mini stock. Because talking about how you got started. I said,
Joe
Jack,
was a mini stock driver down in Florida.
I said, Jack, I don't think Joe started parking a mini stock because we were joking on Jack about starting to park a mini stock.
But Joe took offense to it. He didn't like what he said.
He's like, hold on, we only started parking that Cup car because we ain't got the money. And he was hot. I was just dying laughing.
I mean, you're saying the truth. I mean,
Have you asked him to come on since?
No,
no.
I was gonna ask, how did that go?
Look, Scott can irritate a lot of people. He irritated Red Farmer.
He didn't come on either.
Yeah, Red Farmer ain't been back on
Well,
the
it
show.
sounds like he irritates you, so it kind of made me wonder
does
why his
irritate me.
name is on this side here.
He does irritate me sometimes. But, I mean, everybody wants to know, do we really like each other?
Yeah, you do.
Huh?
You do.
Well,
Y'all were
depends on what day it is.
I can only imagine what y'all talk about when y'all go to Charlotte.
Apparently, there wasn't a whole lot of talking.
No,
It made hell out
they
of
go
the
to Charlotte, they talk.
Exactly. That time it was.
I see the pictures of the gas station stops and stuff, and some of the clothes they wear is a little questionable. But
Jack trying to bring back.
what happens in the Tesla on the way to Charlotte stays in the Tesla on the way to Charlotte. That's all I'm gonna
Trying
say.
to bring back disco. You got one of them disco balls.
No.
The social media is.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I might want to dig back. I might want to dig back into his social media. See some of his pictures. He might go delete them real quick. You know, he can do it on the way home. He can let the car go.
I know one time he had, what was your wife selling at the time? Did they have things they put your name on it and stuff?
Oh, yeah, the initial zinc stuff that
It was, he had this bag. So it was a little feminine. I took a picture of it. I'm like, Jack, what the hell? What do you
Yeah,
got?
man. Purse.
He got so mad. He took that bitch back home and threw it out. He's like, I ain't taking that damn thing back.
See, poor Adam, he's not gonna ride nowhere with y'all. Man. I could hear that.
Well, he has rode with us one
We
time.
went to where did we go?
Southern
New
National.
River, Southern National.
Yeah.
You know what you ought to do?
Southern National's not that far.
Clay went with us too. We were all right.
Yeah, okay. Charlotte's a little longer ride.
Yeah. What about a fanny pack? I heard you say something about it. What about a fanny pack?
We'll find out next week if Scott's got any balls.
As long as he don't get nowhere near Brandy, I won't have to worry about it.
She heard it, and she's up on the Amazon.
In fact, he's probably done messaged her or something. You know, I don't know.
Well, he does do a whole lot of stuff like that behind my back.
Yeah.
But see, one day the tide is going to change, and I'm going to get his ass.
Okay. I got a question. I do. You
He
had
said
a
the same
show.
thing about you.
You had a show one night. You were just ranting and raving right from the get-go. Did you get something in the mail or something? Or what was this deal here? I tuned in and you were just. I hadn't tuned in a while because I've been up in Maryland.
Well, we don't need to discuss the story at all.
I just want to.
But I was pissed. You're exactly right.
I just want to know what this was. I mean,
It was one of them camera tickets he got in the mail. Him and his mailman had a weird relationship for about a week.
We did. We did. Somebody tried to play a little joke on me.
Really?
If we could just find out who it was.
We know who it was. You, Brandon Marshall.
oh,
Butterbean got in on it somehow.
Yeah, Butterbean was talking trash. I mean, everybody was in on it. So, and shut up. You're gonna be riding on the back of the car going home.
oh man.
And I was wondering if you had something to do with it. 'Cause you were one of the first ones I thought of. I said, Robert. As a matter of fact, when I got on the show, I said that damn Robbie Parker had something to do with this.
I was out of town. I think I was out of town then or something. I'm sure that.
He was blaming everybody on
Your
it.
grandson told on you a couple weeks ago.
You were out back listening to the band.
If
and he
you
come
out
talk
him, he's
to
not
you.
going to do it.
Huh?
If you out him, he's never going to tell you.
Oh no, I got it covered. I got a shirt in the trailer just for him. You know, he's getting a shirt and all that.
Hey, look, if you got food over at your trailer too,
He's-
I know
he's
you
like-
always got really good food.
He's like, you hear my, I said,
Provided
where's your
by Wade.
grandfather at?
There you go.
Shouldn't y'all be doing your little pit walk thing that you kind of copy? Never mind. Oh no, he's being lazy. He's sitting back there listening to the band. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Did you hear him talking junk about you during qualifying? So he was talking junk about me.
That's the day you and I were on the thing.
Hey, speaking of the devil, there he is.
It's just the
Brendan
Dusty
asked, "Is this Dusty's show?"
Boy, I'm so glad he asked.
Good run the other week, bud.
See, this has done gone too damn far. This done got Charlotte. And then we'll get after this, right? This done got down there to Brendan Queen.
I can tell you there will be new decals on the valve cover before next Saturday.
Oh,
There better be a post. Or send me the pictures of it.
Yeah. You want to sponsor a hood? My whole hood is open.
If Brendan's watching, Brendan, if you could somehow get this out on FS1, dude, I will love you. I will do whatever. You name it, and I'll find a way to get it to you.
But Sammy's the man.
If I hear about this on FS1,
If I hear about it on FS1, I'm coming looking for you.
but it'll be worth it.
I don't know. Get Brendan Queen involved in it. Ain't no telling what's going to happen at that point.
I know you talk about that trip he took. You know, he got asked that while he was down in Charlotte. Brendan asked him, so what's the deal with this cruise or something? He was
I'm sitting there at this table. Brendan Queen is sitting right beside me. Don't say nothing, Brendan, because I know you get ready to.
Brendan said he'll give a shout out this weekend.
Hey, that's gonna give Fox some viewers right there, man. I'm telling you, everybody that's around this area is gonna be tuning in.
Thank you,
Dusty
Robbie.
inside.
Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate it. Thank you, Robbie. Yeah. All right, let's get Bubba Farmer on here before we get too.
Order.
Yeah, we gotta do something. Get some.
What's up, Bubba? How are you, man?
Thanks for having me on.
I'm sorry you have to come on after all this tonight. But
It'll be all right.
it's an unbelievable thing I have to deal with here. So tell us a little bit about the vintage racing series, and you got a win up here at Langley. So tell us all about it. What's going on with you?
Well, I've been running a vintage racing series for a few years now with the Southern Ground Pounders, and I started this year running with the Virginia vintage racers for a few races, and I'm still going to run with the Southern Ground Pounders also. We went to Langley a few weeks back, which was my first race, and lucky enough we got the win, and went to Dominion Sunday and finished second there.
Yeah, that's a good weekend right there.
Yeah.
So what got you started in the vintage racing?
Well, I've kind of run a lot of things. I've run charger cars at Southside, late model stock cars, modifieds, and kind of ended up in the vintage racing series.
Well, I got a couple vintage people here.
That's a good one for you.
But see, you need to see these guys. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I
So,
like the
hold on, how old do you
vintage
think I
racing.
How did you
It's,
get started?
And the vintage stuff.
No, in general.
In general, I grew up with it. My father raced late model sportsman cars, so I've kind of been around it all my life and grew up with it and got into actually driving as I got older. Got into the vintage stuff probably about 4 or 5 years ago. It was a little bit more relaxed, trying to, building cars and not running every week. And I kind of like that a little bit more. And we
How
started
many races a week? How many races a year do y'all run?
modified for this year.
How many races do y'all run a year?
They run almost every weekend or every other weekend, depending on how much you want to travel. They're
really?
running various one down into Carolina, into South Carolina. I'm usually staying right here close to home, Langley, and Dominion, mostly for me.
Oh, I didn't know they raced that much.
How much difference is it in the Carolina series and the Virginia series?
Most of those different clubs, the rules are somewhat the same. You just got to make sure your car fits it. But there are some Carolina groups where you can run with them also, as long as your car fits their rules.
Okay, well that makes makes good sense. Now in Virginia we also have another vintage series. What's the difference in that series and your Virginia vintage series?
The Virginia Vintage Series and the Southern Ground Pounders,
That's
the
it.
cars are pretty close to the same. I could run either one. I might have to make a few changes in the modified to run with the Virginia Vintage over the Southern Ground Pounders, but the sportsman type cars, they're pretty much the same. I could run either one if you run a sportsman car.
So tell us a little about the modified, the modified you're driving and everything. Those cars are just, I mean, I looked at it when they were at Langley. Those are some great looking cars. And tell us a little bit about how you got your car and got it set up like that.
Yeah, it's a wide variety of the modifieds. You've got some of the guys have got the old coupes and coaches onto the Pintos and Vegas, and mine is more of a Cavalier style from the mid '80s.
Yeah, I've seen the Pinto style. I had a cousin of mine that run the modifieds back in the day, and his was the Pinto style, and he still got it sitting around right now. But I tell you what, you got a pretty car.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's
Didn't you run a Pinto?
No,
No. Oh.
no, I ran a Vega.
Oh.
Huh?
Pinto. So where else do you run besides Langley and Dominion?
That's pretty much what I'm going to run this year. I may venture off and go to another track or two, but right now I'm just kind of set on Langley and Dominion. It'll be about 8 races for us this year, unless we decide to go somewhere else.
Okay, that was my next question. Now, who helps you with the car?
My 2 uncles help me, and I've got friends that help me keep it going and working on it at the track. It takes help to get it going. There's always something to do on it.
Now, where are you based out of?
I'm out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. I'm not too far from the Richmond Airport.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty. That's going to Dominion and coming here. You're about halfway in between both of them, so that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I'm about halfway in between both. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, where did you find this car to get started in the first place?
I found it for sale in Carolina, so I ended up going to Carolina and buying the car, and then we made it into the Cavalier body. It's a 1994 Spafco chassis, and we made it into the Cavalier and put the Cavalier body on it to make it eligible for the rules to run it.
Oh, okay. So how much different is the modified that you're driving now and back in the day when Satch Worley and Paul Radford and those guys were running the modifieds? How much different is it now compared to what they ran back in those days?
Same cars.
So
They're pretty much the same cars.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
These and the vintage rules, most of them, you can't run a wet sump. You can't run a dry sump system. Most of them are wet sump engines. But as far as the frames and all, they're the old style frames that you ran back in those days.
I bet you got to turn that thing about 3/4 of a turn to get it through the corner.
No, it's got rack and pinion on it. It goes right on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Up modern stuff.
I didn't know. I figured if it was all the old stuff. I'm like, I can imagine you go down in the corner, you got to turn that thing 3/4 of a turn to get it to go through the corner.
No, this car handles pretty well.
Yeah, well, imagine they did. You won the race.
It
And
did it Langley anyway.
Did you change the setup from Langley to Dominion?
Changed a few things, not much.
Huh.
Basically, definitely had to change a gear, but it's a big difference in the 2 tracks.
Yeah, and how does that car respond at a place like Dominion? It's a bigger and faster track. How does your car respond to that? I mean, you look really good here at Langley, but how your car responded at Dominion?
Dominion, you're handling on that. You can get away if you're off a little bit, but at Langley, you got to be really right on your setup since it's so flat down there.
Yeah, that's right. So, if you had your druthers of who you'd like, where you'd like to race, which place you like better, Dominion or Langley?
I've had good success at Langley. I've run a few times down there with my Nova and won a couple down there, and I've won, like I say, the other week with that down there. And I've ran my modified down there, you know, in y'all's modified series for a few years. So I've got some laps around there. I enjoy going to Langley. And I do like Dominion also because, you know, that's a little bit faster. Everybody likes to go fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're partial to Langley.
Yeah. Well, Bubba, I appreciate you being with us. I know you had to wait a long time to get on, but we appreciate you being with us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you again down here at Langley when the next race comes up.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you bringing me on tonight.
All right. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
You know, I got another question too, because I heard you talking junk Saturday. Is there a
Me?
problem with a pink car?
Me? No. I said you're the only one big enough to do it.
Oh, okay.
That was a compliment.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's not what I heard, but anyway.
Well, as somebody was watching the video and me didn't hear it that way. So what did he just say? I said, oh no, I'll ask him.
I heard him ask Brian, he says, how many people will drive a pink car? That's exactly the words he used.
Not many. Not many, but I'm gonna tell you what, they pay me enough, I'll drive anything you want.
Right.
Well, that's true.
Just like my number. My number is in the wrong damn place. But that's where they wanted it, and they're paying the bill. So
Did you drive his old car at Southampton?
sure I would. Said you wouldn't let me with it twice.
Is that the blue one? See, I didn't say that. He brought that up. I just asked if he drive your old car.
Yeah. Okay.
You still got that thing?
No,
You got rid of it?
yeah, I got rid of it. I sold it to a guy. And I wish I still had it, but you know, nobody around here runs a mini stock
Well,
much
you can
except.
practically run it in U-cars now. It
I know
probably would
Mike
be
New got
competitive.
his back.
Huh?
Mike New got his back.
Oh, really?
I saw it, yeah. I don't know if he still got it, but I know he had it at one point.
Dang.
Then he
I would
bought
lo- I
Pro
would-
6 cars, and well, there we go.
Yeah, I'd love to have mine back. Matter of fact, Friday night down at Dixieland, I told my wife, I said, what I wouldn't give to have one more shot in a dirt car.
Well,
One more
You
time.
don't want to take that thing down to Dixieland.
Huh?
You don't want to take that car down to Dixieland.
One more shot.
But I did race that car at Dixieland one time.
I drove Ricky Waters' car one night at Dixieland. It was, end of the year they had the little mechanics race.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
I'd been spotting for Ricky. Well, the deal was he was going to let his daughter drive the car. He's like, would you mind spotting for him? I'm like, no, I don't mind. Well, the last minute she backed out. He looked at me, he goes, you want to drive that thing? Dude, you ain't got to ask me twice. I said, but I ain't got no suit. He said, here, just put my jacket on. So I climb in this car. I got his jacket on. I got my cell phone in my pocket and everything. I strap in this car. Well, I get in there, and I'm like, Ricky, what's all these switches for? And he's like, don't worry about them. I'll tell you what switches to hit, when to hit them, and then all this other stuff. So we get ready to take the green. He's like, all right, hit this switch, and cut this switch off. I'm like, whatever, guy.
What the hell?
That thing would not spin out. I drove that thing in there as hard as I could. I did have more experience than other guys. I was out running at sportsman cars.
Do you remember Boss Hog Dobie?
Yes.
I had him helping me one night at Southampton, and he said, "You're not going in there deep enough. You're not going deep enough." And he was on the radio. Come on, get it, do it again. I want to see you go deeper this time. Well, I went in there one time and I spun that thing all the way. I went like this. He said, "Now you went too damn far." I said, "Man, I can't please you to save my life." But he knew what he was talking about because he
found your limit.
Yeah. So that point on was, I mean, he was pretty good.
Turn the two switches off and turn one on, or
I
don't know.
I still don't know. It was under the caution would come out, and he's like, flip this switch off, flip this one on. I think all the brakes in that car were electronic. I think I was cutting brake cylinders, master cylinders, or calipers, or whatever. I was cutting. I was like, whatever you
fan
say.
blowers or whatever.
I don't know. And all I know, that thing was. I actually I turned 200 up more RPM than he did. He was like, "Wow!" I said, "Dude, I drove it in just as hard as I could. The car wouldn't have done that."
Huh. I didn't have that problem. Mine would go around in our.
So when are we gonna get your little pit walk? I mean, you've been having it, but you stay in the infield. Will you forget about us guys in the outfield? I mean, I know we're outsiders, but
What do you look at me for?
I'm waiting to see what you're going to say.
I don't blame him. I'm looking at you too.
Okay, well, we did the first time we went to the infield with the late models, and then the next week we were in the infield with the limiteds. My plan was to go to the outside pits the next 2 times. Yeah, Scott didn't show up.
you don't need him.
He called you crusty.
He called. He's called me a lot more than that too. So there's nowhere. But so we didn't do it in that 2 weeks. So we're coming back.
Are you coming back? Okay.
And I did, and
If you don't shut up, behind me.
but I did the night he was talking about. I was over there with had been up there with Adam in the booth, and after I left out of the booth, I went and saw Robert Rummels, and
Mosquito Joe.
yeah, Mosquito Joe, and I went over there, and he wanted me to sit down and talk with him over there. So I sat down and listened to the band, and I've never been out there to listen to the band, so I thought it was pretty cool.
That doesn't sound that lazy. It sounds like you're working.
I was enjoying myself. I mean, do what I.
Well, I you know what? I gave you a pass here to get through everything, and you blew it.
He wouldn't have sat there last Saturday. It would have been too cold for him.
Well, I was complaining the whole day.
That little breeze blowing, he'd been like, nah.
You got out of the car. It was funny when you got out of the car. If I was a fan, I don't think I'd be sitting out here.
Hey, he wouldn't.
He was cold in the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in the car. I wasn't warm until after like the 4th caution, because then the car could finally get warm. Because the first 10 laps, like we did lap 10 like 6 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I think homeboy, he calls 3 cautions in the same lap.
Yeah, so
are pretty close to it.
I'm like leaving the fan off, letting the temperature gauge get up to where it's supposed to be, and because normally I turn it on in a caution, turn it off when it's green, and I ended up having to leave it off because I was cold. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so sad. I don't know if I'd have said that one.
Yeah, I mean, if the first number is 6, you can guarantee I'm cold.
Oh well.
He is cold.
Yeah, I would not have been. If it was me, I would not have been out there Saturday.
He's cold
I
now.
had Flo on my TV, sitting on my couch in the heat.
He's not doing it, but I know he's cussing me under his breath going to the racetrack because I had the air conditioning on in the truck.
Had the air conditioning on.
Oh, I have it a lot of times. I have it on.
I was wearing a hoodie.
I keep it cranked. If it's
Something about people that keep fans and air conditioning on when it's freezing outside, they worry me.
We didn't.
What are you talking about?
We did have it on the way there. It was still kind of warm when we went to the track.
Yeah.
But then we hit the rain. Then we got to the track and it was like, whoa.
And that sucked. Sitting in there for,
It's cold now.
Well, when you get there, you ain't doing nothing for 3 hours anyway. And that sucks. When you're sitting there watching it rain and not doing anything, that sucks.
Once the rain stopped, kind of warmed up a little bit. It was that rain. It was cold.
Luckily, I got heated seats in the truck on the way home. I couldn't turn it up high enough or fast enough.
But you gotta give track credit. They gave it a shot. And it worked out.
That's why I complained about it all day long.
Mother Nature.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it raced. It rained at Dixieland on Friday night, and they waited for like 2.5 hours to get that race in. I mean, before they restarted the
I
race.
thought they have a curfew down there.
I thought they did.
They had a
too.
traveling series. That's why they did it.
Oh.
The Mafia, Modified Mafia was there.
I did. I complained all day long until we were practicing, and then I said, I think it's gonna rain again because I'm watching the clouds, and I've had broken bones, so
It
stuff
was-
hurts when it's gonna rain, all day long. This is stupid. This is stupid. But Chuck made the right call.
Yeah. No, it was close by though.
It was
I mean,
close.
It was by the bridge and
Well, what I
that way
thought was going to happen
soaking.
was that it was going to keep moving up and out, and just keep ruining the track enough to give them hope and keep us mad.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it was the right call, and I hate to admit being wrong, but I was wrong.
Just like the roof.
We won't go there. We won't go there on that one.
Oh, you ain't always right, but you're never
No,
wrong.
I'm not always right. No, I'm not always right.
But
You
you're
got
never wrong.
that. You got that right.
According to Jack, yeah, definitely according to Jack.
You ain't always
It's
right.
tough, but I don't know as much as I think I do. I think that's what he said on Facebook Live. He dogged me out on Facebook Live, man.
Live?
Yeah. Darn,
I've done it several times. This ain't the first time.
Oh, he just admitted it. So now I said, okay. I found out about this. Okay, I got to get him on Flow. He got me on Facebook
Man, you
Live.
gonna get him on FS1.
I got to get him on Flow. Now, if Brendan something gets him FS1,
Oh, look, we better not be having a damn transmission problem or something for you to pull something else out the corner to mess with that.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah. Name it after Scott this time.
Name it Scott. Yeah, that's the transmission we took out that's not working right. he has to,
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But talking about being in the air conditioning, I went on a trip with somebody one weekend.
Was it cruise?
Will you get off that damn cruise?
Even Brendan said he told me about his cruise.
You
Well,
told
I-
Brendan about your cruise?
I mean, now I kind of want to hear about this cruise.
I know you went with Sparky.
Oh, sorry, Sparky.
All right, man. I mean,
What is he watching?
Sparky. I
Uh,
haven't seen him.
might, but,
you the one that hung around with Sparky the whole time.
Yeah, I hung around Sparky.
But we're not going to talk about the cruise because
Okay.
that was crazy. But anyway, this air conditioning thing, I went to Martinsville with somebody, and I think it was 20 below zero. It felt like sometimes. I'm in the bedroom with everything I can find on me, and he still got the daggone air on in the trailer.
that's me every night.
The fan was blowing.
That's me every night.
Just
when
to
I go
kind
to
of
bed.
drown the sound out outside.
I'm sitting there about to freeze, got all this stuff on me, got the thing pulled up over my head. I had my phone underneath the blanket with me, and I called him on the phone. I said, Scott, turn the air off.
Why didn't you tell him to turn the heat on?
He didn't have nothing for the heat. He ran out of gas. He didn't have the
Oh, you were in a camper or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were
we're-
talking about like in a hotel room.
No, we're in the camper at the racetrack.
well, the air conditioning works. Scott, make sure the air conditioning.
Oh yeah, it was working
so,
fine. But 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I didn't had all I could stand. I'm done. So I get up and I know how to turn the hot water on. So I go in there, turn the hot water on. I get in the shower and I stay in the hot water for a little while. Then I come out. He's over there snoring. I said, nope, they ain't gonna do this. So I walked over and hit him. I said, you got to get up. So he got up. He did. He didn't argue. He got up. But you know what the bitch did? You know what he did?
No, I don't.
He went to the back bedroom,
Oh.
opened the closet up, and pulled the damn heater out. And I done froze all night long. Couldn't find a heater in that place. I said, I got to take a shower. He said, well, the thing's over here. I said, well, I got a heater. I ain't
That's
too
a
cold
lot
to take a shower.
better. That's a lot better than what I was thinking.
So I put the electric heater there, turned it on, got it nice and toasty in the bathroom before I took a shower.
I was,
This was mad as fire.
I was thinking
Oh,
Shit, I would have been too.
that was a lot better than what I was
I don't
thinking.
do cold.
But look, and then he goes and puts it back. And come to find out, when he put it back, there was another one in there too.
Well, why didn't you go get it?
I didn't know until he put the first one back because I didn't think he had but one. He had 2 in there.
But the next day you should have been fine, right?
No, I went home.
You ran him off by bringing out a heater.
Well, it was Sunday, and I think that night. No, that ain't the night it snowed.
No.
I think it was another weekend.
Yeah, we did one night it snowed. And he always has his trailer backed up to the railroad tracks there at Martinsville.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't tell me all this
Oh,
because I didn't get up there till dark. Or
Is it colder
I
there
didn't.
or something?
Huh?
Is it colder there or something?
No,
The train comes through the middle of the night.
the train comes through at the middle of the night, and he waits till he gets right behind Scott's trailer, hits the horn on the train. I almost fell out of the bed trying to get away from it. I thought that thing was coming through the bedroom.
He thought it was coming through the trailer.
it might be related to Scott.
Huh?
The train conductor might be related to Scott.
It might be.
Is there the only one there? Like in that
no,
spot?
See,
There's a ton of spots there.
Yeah, that
but there's
guy
a
does that.
crossway right
That guy
close
does that to
it,
mess
so.
with y'all. He does that to wake y'all up. I would do it.
I would too.
I would lay on it all the way through there. You know?
Well, he just about did. But it sounded like
And
he was
even if
coming.
he didn't, it sure as hell felt like it.
Yeah, it did. Anyway, all right, that's our show for tonight. We need to let Robbie go home and go to bed. You know, older folks got to get to bed early.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow, like you.
I don't have to work
You
tomorrow.
don't have to work. You're tired.
I'm glad. I'm glad I don't have to work tomorrow. Whatever.
Part-time job.
Part-time job. What do you do? Deliver parts or something?
He's a baseball coach.
I stay with them.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, our show next week from Los Compadres.
So you had to think about it, huh?
Well, I'm gonna make sure I said it right because you screwed up.
Tonight
every
would have
time.
been a good night.
Yeah, that would.
Well,
okay,
too
come
bad it's-
Well, that's what we say. Like,
No,
that
it
would
would
be a
not.
good one.
No, it would not. There's been a whole bunch of damn
Well,
drunk
see,
people
I
everywhere.
talked to Edgar the other day. I said, "Look, you know, we're going to do the show from down there." He said, "When?" I said, "Whenever. I mean, we can do it whenever you want to do it." I said, "We can do it next Tuesday." He said, "No, we can't do it next Tuesday. That's Cinco de Mayo." They got the tents and stuff down there. Did you see all that down there? They got tents and everything down there. So
Well, and you know what's puzzling to me is Americans have adopted Cinco de Mayo as their drinking holiday.
Any excuse.
Yeah,
Spanish
right,
people
right,
don't.
right.
Now, did you know they serve breakfast through the drive-through?
We haven't had their breakfast. We've had their dinner a few times.
Have you?
And I don't have a bad thing to say about them. We really liked every time we went over there.
Yeah, super nice guy, great guy.
If I'd known they were interested in
Gary
sponsoring
opened
race cars, I would have went and talked to them.
Yeah,
I really like 185 too, so they're with us this year. And
I the chili was delish this weekend.
yeah, I mean, I would highly recommend anybody going there too. They're only open for 3 o'clock, so it's a breakfast and lunch place.
Mhm.
You got to get there early.
Yeah.
It's a small building, but packed.
We can get it together.
Yeah,
But
no, but the food's always
the
good.
brisket burrito,
You
unbelievable.
always have great food over at the pits.
We tried.
Robbie keeps asking me like, "Why do you keep coming over here?" I'm like, "Well, y'all got food."
And
I haven't been over there yet. I need to check this out.
I don't look.
I
You
mean,
don't
they
like me.
got a spread over there.
You won't come and hang out with me. I try to get Adam over there, but you know.
How do you think I keep a crew like the same people for so long? They're fed well. They get anything they want to drink. I clothe them. You know,
Yeah, Adam don't even come out there and see us no more. You know.
We got to go.
We
out
got to
there,
go
guys.
down there and see him.
We got to go out there and see him.
We'll do
We
that.
got to make that happen.
When's y'all's next
See,
race?
I got to work my
A
ass
week
off
from
so I can see
Saturday.
Adam after the race. You know?
So
yeah, we gotta go meet him.
Yeah.
we're gonna
They
come.
usually make a habit out of seeing me after the race.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah, we try.
But again, Gordon's close. They're pretty
Yeah.
strong. So, and I enjoy racing with them.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to be a clean guy.
Well, they're in a spot that they're one change away from. I'm not gonna tell them what it is. Or what I
one
think.
thing on the pad.
Yeah, that's right. The one thing on the pad
He's got to keep.
takes you
good-
up a half a
He's
second.
got to keep good graces because Big Gordon does a lot of work on his house. So.
Oh, is that how you got faster? I don't know. I walked over the other day. You was over in his trailer. I said, "Oh, is this what's happening over here?"
He didn't invite me over this Saturday.
No.
The past Saturday. I said, "Dang, let me go out there qualify, and now you don't invite me to the trailer." He wanted a Pepsi. I said, "When we get a Pepsi, it's turn 5." He's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah, just turn 5, you get a Pepsi."
I had to run the second lap.
So he
Didn't get it on the
He
first
didn't
one.
get it on the first one. He didn't say.
What'd you turn on the first one?
6 something. And when I went in the corner, like I thought that was all it had, and then I got in the middle of the corner, and I was like, I think I could have went deeper. So then the second lap, I said, well, let's see how deep it'll go.
So you got through the second one away. You're just trying it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how far it would go, and you know, like as soon as you start to lose it, you let off, and I said, damn, I didn't think you go that far.
I said our biggest argument was when we didn't have the weight rule, we didn't have to have weight. He wouldn't eat. So he's killing my left side weight. He's killing me on left side weight.
Too much now.
Well, I weighed 140 pounds.
Yeah, now it doesn't matter because you gotta add lead to the car. So, but if he gains too much, then I gotta add more lead to the right. You gotta control. You gotta keep these drivers in check.
That year, I did. I had to drink like I would watch my weight and drink Pepsi or drink water. You can always tell where I was that day because of what I was drinking.
All right.
It's stupid, but you'll do to
You
win
just
races.
take that weight you threw at him, stick it in your pocket.
Yeah, well, it's stupid, but you'll do to win races.
It's probably in the car now. No, probably in there somewhere. I think we melted it down.
All right. Well, next week, Los Compadres. We're gonna have Rick Pouse is gonna be there and bringing his truck. He's gonna bring his truck out for to see.
As he should because he owes it to them.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have Downforce Stockman is gonna be on the show.
Downforce.
Yeah, Danny Stockman.
Danny Stockman.
Is that the dude on I see on TikTok or something now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Downforce.
okay.
Jesse loves good cheap.
Yeah, so he's
He's been our buddy.
I've known
for
him for a long time. So
Okay, yeah. He's like, hey, Downforce here. He's like, Downforce.
Garrett Zacharias is gonna be with us next week. Since he had a previous engagement this week, and you can come down. You can come down and join us.
Brendan's got a question. He wants to know when you're going on another cruise, Jack.
All right, that's our show for this week.
November, October.
Do you know when to shut your mouth?
Coming up.
Yeah.
Right about time your last race, Brendan. By the time your last race comes,
I don't know if you want to go on the thing.
Dude, what now?
yeah, you might not want to go on that cruise, but
You want to keep playing with the cruise thing? You want to keep adding that on?
Brendan brought it up. I mean,
I'm just concurring with Brendan's saying here.
Yeah, it's bad when you go to the Stocks for Tots thing down in Mooresville, North Carolina, and you're thinking you're pretty much away from everybody that you got to, and the first damn thing comes up. Hey, what about that cruise you went on?
whoa.
Well, it's bad about having a show, isn't it? I mean, you got so many watchers that everybody knows about your cruise.
No, I got a friend. I use that term loosely. That likes to tell everybody things and send them text me. Hey, ask him about this. Ask him about this. People that would never know anything.
But he didn't call you crusty.
Brendan,
That was this one.
if we have the old Dusty Insider News stickers made, can just any way possible you can talk to a colleague and slide one on the truck. If you get that on FS1,
I'll pay for it.
He will make them. You get that on there.
Good fun.
But good luck, Brendan. Anyway.
Danny Harold said, Scott, like said that. What's up? What's up, Dan Harold? Hope you're feeling better. I know I talked to him the other day or messaged him the other day. Said he was still a little sore. Hope you
I
get
bet
back
it was.
out here.
It didn't look like that big of a shot on video, but when you
I
look at
don't
the
know. I
car,
was watching it
pretty big
live.
shot.
Yeah, man, you see the snout was terrible on that
Well,
thing.
like right after it happened, somebody was watching on Flow on a phone, and I saw it in whatever angle they were at that time. It didn't look that bad, but then when you watch it on TV later from a different angle, it looked pretty rough.
Yeah, I was in the booth and I was like, oh, damn, that was a bad. Yeah, I thought it snatched the wheel out of his hand, but he said it just cut the left front and then it just hit the bottomed out and just went to the wall.
You've never seen a car do that.
That's weird.
Left front tire goes down and it goes
It
to the
was-
right.
well,
I've
they-
never seen that happen.
The way
I mean, I figured because I forgot who he kind of got doored with.
you got
but-
the
I know who it was.
Nick Sample.
Oh yeah, it was Nick.
I don't know. It was kind of weird how that happened. I feel like he got to the exhaust pipe. It might have known what cut the tire. I don't know.
Yeah, because this was a gash like this.
Yeah, I don't.
But I figured they just hit you.
Well, it didn't
Sometimes
look
they'll
like
smash
it
the
did.
wheel out. No,
It didn't
no,
look
it was a
like it
racing. Not even Danny said it looked like it was just a racing thing.
I got to give all the camera guys credit. They called auto action last week.
Brendan
And
said,
there was
but he
a lot
has
of
the onboard. He's gonna have it on his helmet.
Oh yes,
He is the man.
yes.
It will be in the mail tomorrow.
You need an address.
All right, that's our show for tonight, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday. Please like and share our show, Brendan, and we'll see you. And Brendan, I will be
Good luck,
calling you.
Everybody takes that.